Over 5,000 homes failed to sell this year across Queens, Nassau, and Suffolk. That's a 13% increase year over year, and that's just not a statistic. That's 5,000 homeowners who expected one outcome and got something completely different. They listed their home, they cleaned it, they waited, and they hoped, and then their listing expired. So what does expired actually mean? It means the home sat on the market, usually for several months, and never got into contract. In other words, it failed to sell. The agreement with the agent ended and the home came off the market unsold. And that is one of the most frustrating experiences a seller can go through. But here's what I want to say very clearly. Homes don't fail because the market is impossible. They fail because of the strategy. And I know that firsthand because I work with expired listings all the time. I've helped sellers who listed once, twice, even 3 times before they finally got their home sold. And nothing changed about the house. What changed was the plan. So in this video, I'm gonna break down why houses actually don't sell, what expired listings really reveal, and how buyers are actually thinking right now, and what needs to change so this doesn't happen to you. The first thing most people say when a home doesn't sell is, oh, the market is bad. And listen, the market really does matter. Interest rates matter, inventory matters, buyer demand matters, but that still doesn't explain something very important. Why are homes still selling every single day if all those things are true, while others sit and others expire? Expired listings prove something. The market is not the full story, because in the same exact market, one home sells a week, another sits for 6 months. Same interest rates, same economy, different result. And usually different agents. Why? Because of the strategy. The market right now is not dead, it's selective. And your home is not positioned correctly. And if your home is not positioned correctly, the market will ignore it. Let's talk about the #1 mistake that I see sellers make. They start high and they say, oh, well, we can always come down. Sounds smart, right? It feels safe. But in reality, it kills your momentum because the first 2 weeks on the market are everything. That's when buyers are watching, agents are paying attention, your listing is brand new and it's fresh and everybody wants it. That is your window. If you miss it, you don't get it back. And here's what happens. If the price is too high, buyers don't engage. They don't even come and see it. Agents don't want to waste their time showing overpriced inventory. They scroll right past it. And once they scroll past it, you've lost them. Even if you drop the price later, the excitement is gone. And now your home feels stale, overlooked, questioned. And that's how the expiration cycle starts. Here's the shift that most sellers don't understand. Buyers are not evaluating your home in isolation. They're comparing it to everything, all the houses on the market, and they want to see how far their dollar is going to go. They're looking at every listing, every neighborhood, and they're even considering Long Island. They're asking themselves, is this move-in ready? How much work does this need? What's going to be my monthly payments? Is there something better for the same price? Hey, I wanted to share something for free. I prepared a home seller preparation checklist for residents of Queens and Long Island. This guide will give you everything you need to know about preparing your home for sale. So if you click on the link below in the comments, you'll download your own copy for free. Or if you visit MaureenFolan.com, you'll be able to get your seller checklist there. Thank you so much, and let's get back to it. And here's the key. Buyers don't reject homes, they skip them. That's it, they move on, which means no showing, no feedback, and definitely no offers. Just skipped. And when that happens over and over, the listing dies quietly. The activity is non-existent and it becomes very frustrating for a seller. Most listings describe a house, but buyers don't buy houses. They buy a lifestyle. They're picturing their mornings, their weekends, their commute, their life, their family's life there. And if your marketing doesn't create that vision, buyers do not connect. Let me give you an example. In Queens, Bayside sells convenience and restaurants and schools. Whitestone sells pride and water proximity. The North Shore of Long Island sells space and privacy. If you're just listing features, you're missing the emotional connection. And without emotion, there's no urgency, there's no offers, and you have an expired listing just sitting there. And here's something most sellers underestimate. Small changes can create massive impact. I'm not talking about renovations, I'm talking about preparation, decluttering, lighting, quick paint jobs, staging, curb appeal. All of these small things really can make a huge impact. A few $1,000s we're talking. A few $1,000s can change how buyers feel when they walk in. Because buyers don't need perfect, they need to feel something. If a home feels dark, cluttered, or outdated, they mentally subtract value immediately. And that's when deals never happen. And time is a silent killer. expire. Just think about this timeline. Day 1 is excitement. Week 2, there's attention. Month 2, there's questions. Month 4, there's doubt. And month 6, it's expired. Nothing may be wrong with the house, but perception changes everything. The time on the market equals loss of confidence. Once confidence drops, everything drops, and likely your sales price too. So if your home didn't sell, your home is not the problem, the strategy was. And that's a completely different conversation because strategy can be fixed. So if your home is sitting or your listing is expired, or you're thinking about selling and want to avoid this completely, let's talk. I'll walk you through what your home is really worth, how buyers are comparing it, and exactly how to position it so it sells for top dollar in a quick time frame with minimal headaches. Call me directly or send me a message. If this video helped you understand the market, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss our next video because I'm going to keep breaking this down for you. Let's get your home sold. Until next video, bye-bye.